Well, hello again, my YouTube family. I told you you would see me twice. You can always tell because I'm wearing the same thing. So here we go with the powder that is on my face. NYX did this right. NYX did this right. NYX did this right. Okay, so the last powder review that I did was the NYX HD photogenic. What is the actual name of the damn thing? Stay matte but not flat powder, and it was in the color chestnut. And all the comments said, "Yes, Nancy, this is definitely your shade. Yes, this is your shade. It's definitely your shade." So I was like, "Yeah, it is definitely my shade." But I knew I had other powders coming to me because I knew that those powders would also be my shade as well. I don't know how this happens. This is a first for me because either a powder fits or it doesn't fit. And as you saw with the IT Cosmetics Rich powder, not a fit at all. But this is the second NYX Stay Matte but Not Flat powder that I have worn on my face. And I'm telling you people, this one is my shade as well. I am extremely satisfied with this powder. So this one, remember I showed you, there was one that came that was kind of broken and I was very upset. This is the broken one, which I still didn't put alcohol in or whatever. But this is the NYX Stay Matte but Not Flat powder. And this one is in the shade Cinnamon Spice. That is Cinnamon Spice. That is Cinnamon Spice. And this is Chestnut. Now, Chestnut obviously looks lighter than Cinnamon Spice. But when I wore Chestnut, it was fine. This one is Cinnamon Spice. Okay? It's still broken, people, so bear with me. This one is Cinnamon Spice. That is Cinnamon Spice. But wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you. This one is Chestnut, which is the one I wore in the other review. Do you see? This one is definitely more yellow than this one. This one is Chestnut. This one is Cinnamon Spice. They both fit my skin. But in the previous video, you know, with my All Cosmetics wholesale and whatnot, I received another one. And this one is Caramel. Now, I will probably do a review of it on my face, but probably not today because that would mean I'd have to wash my face. And, yeah. This one is Caramel, but I want to see the difference of the three. This one is Caramel, which I initially thought was my shade. And oh, damn, it's my shade. So, I'm going to do swatches of them on my hand to show you. Let's start with the one that I did, which was the first one. This is Chestnut. I need to make sure. Yeah, the first one is Chestnut. This is Chestnut. Chestnut. Fine, a little light, but didn't really affect the look on my face that much. That was the first one. That's Chestnut. The one that I'm wearing is Cinnamon Spice. This is Cinnamon Spice right here. This is Chestnut. This is Cinnamon Spice. Cinnamon Spice. That's the one I'm wearing on my face now. Doesn't look as light, but apparently it's still my shade. Then here's the new one, Caramel. Let's do a swatch of Caramel. This is Caramel. Cinnamon Spice. No, Chestnut, Cinnamon Spice, Caramel. And that is Caramel. Now, Caramel may give me a problem, but if I buff it in properly, I don't think it's going to be an issue. Because when you look at them, at least when I look at them, I can't really tell the difference. Oh, yes, I can. As a matter of fact, Cinnamon Spice and Caramel seem to be closest together. This is Caramel. This is Cinnamon Spice. Just remember the broken one is Cinnamon Spice. That's the easiest way to remember it. Broken one, Cinnamon Spice. This one's Caramel. The darkest one is Chestnut. They all. Chestnut, Cinnamon Spice, Caramel. Caramel may give me an issue, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad, people. But when I it might give me a little bit of an ashy cast, but when I wear it, I will let you know, and you will see for yourself. But the one that I am wearing right now is Cinnamon Spice. This one is Cinnamon Spice, and do you see a difference? This one is the Cinnamon Spice. The second one, this one is the one I'm wearing right. This is the very first one I wore, Chestnut. This is the second one that I'm wearing. This one. I'm very confused. They melt. I was going to say meld, but they melt right into my skin tone. I am not going to complain because I am in love with these powders. You see that nice little, I mean, it just buffs away everything. It buffs away everything. As far as coverage, I don't think there's a heavy, light, or medium. I don't think it goes by that. They're powders, but they are powder foundations. Mineral enriched, formulated without talc. Formulated without talc, oil-free, and water-resistant. I would probably call this a medium to light coverage. If anything, it doesn't say that it's a heavy coverage or a light to medium coverage or full coverage. It really doesn't say. It's a powder foundation. It says apply dry as is for full coverage. So I guess this would be considered full coverage. Apply with wet sponge for heavy duty coverage. I never would apply a powder, for me anyway, with apply it wet. I have liquid foundations. If I want a wet foundation, then I would apply a liquid foundation. But these are, I keep forgetting, they're not finishing powders or even setting powders, but I'm going to use them as setting powders if I'm going to powder my liquid foundations down. But as on their own, they don't oxidize on my face. They go on smoothly. They give me a nice little glow, but it's a stay matte, but not flat. It's the but not flat part that seems to work with my skin. I love it. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin. It doesn't give me a, you know, like sometimes when you wear a powder or a powder foundation, you get that kind of like an itchy feel. Not here. NYX did it right. NYX did it right. Now, I have to say, it's not a soft, powder. And I think the feel of the IT Cosmetics powders spoiled me because they have kind of like a creamy feeling to them, like almost a, they don't come, it's not a cream, but it's a creamy-ish texture. And the NYX powder is not a creamy-ish texture. It's a soft powder. It's not hard or anything or abrasive on your skin. It's just not as soft. So I kind of got a little spoiled by the feel of the IT Cosmetics, but I was very disappointed by the color. So out with IT Cosmetics. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I could probably give them away to my cousins because I have cousins who are lighter shade than I am. If they're interested, I'll send it to them. I don't know yet. But buffing these powders, just buffing any powder with this Real Techniques buffing brush, that's all I have to say. So I am quite pleased. 2 thumbs up and plus with the NYX powder foundation. And yes, one more powder to go. The Sienna, which I've been talking about. But that's the one that I had to contact, I think, Amazon. Because the seller who sold the powder on Amazon, I had to contact that seller to let them know that it didn't arrive. You said it arrived on Saturday, and it did not arrive on Saturday. I'm sorry, but you have to send that back. You have to. Yeah. Can I get my item? You have my money. Can I get my item, please? So people, I am, loving these powders. Loving these powders. This is chestnut. Which I now have to put chestnut back. Chestnut back in. That's one. This is caramel, and I have to put caramel back. This is caramel. And last is the broken one. I know I should put the alcohol, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. It's not going to change how it's applying on my skin. Plus, I just put it back in its little plastic so it doesn't mess up in the box. This is chestnut. This is cinnamon spice. This is cinnamon spice. This is cinnamon spice. And I'm going to put it back in it. I have 3 powders, people. 3. Oh, no, my bad. Got the wrong plastic in it. Kept the plastic in this one because it's very, very dirty. So there you go, people. I give these NYX Stay Matte But Flat powders 10 thumbs up. I really do. I'm quite satisfied. Now, you know what? Yes, I do blame Emily Noel for my purchases. Not just a purchase. I couldn't just be satisfied with getting one. No, I had to get because I was confused. I was confused with the shading. So far, with the exception of caramel, which just came today. I don't know when I'll do a review on that one. Maybe next week. But maybe when an Amazon order arrives, or maybe when the Sienna arrives, I'll do a video on the caramel, whichever. All I have to say is these purchases, the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder purchases, are because of Emily Noel. She uses the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination powder. And she said if you don't want to get that one, get an NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat, because she has both. And she said when she finishes with the IT Cosmetics powder, she's just going to stick with the NYX. And I can see why. Because this is fantastic. This is fantastic. NYX did a sensational job with these powders. I mean, like, for real. Like, seriously. And I got them, the price, I got, well, 2 of these I got. Or did I get a third one? No, I think I got 2. 2 of these. The 2 of these are $9.99, and I got them at my beauty supply store. These 2. And the other 2, which is the one that I'm wearing now. No, my bad. Cinnamon Spice is the one that I got on at the beauty supply store. Caramel and Sienna are from Amazon. There you go. That's it. I know I'm very confusing today, but basically the bottom line is that NYX Stay Matte but Not Flat powders, excellent. Okay, I'm just saying. I am just saying. And as you can see, there's a multitude of the shade range varies from very, very light to the darkest. I don't know what their darkest shade is. I think there's a shade called Mocha, if I'm not mistaken. I think Mocha is like a really, really dark. For my super dark chocolate sisters, yes, you can find a shade. You can find a shade for you. And I found more than one, obviously. 2 so far match me completely. I don't know if you see a difference, but this one is Cinnamon Spice. The first one was Chestnut, and I really don't see a difference. I honest to God don't see a difference. Cinnamon Spice is supposed to be darker. Maybe it is, but by a hint, by a whisper, it's darker. Caramel may give me a problem. I'm not sure. It may be kind of ashy for me. That'll probably be the next one that I'll try, but not anytime soon, people. Okay, so don't get your hopes up too high. You got 2 videos today, people. Okay? All right, so when my Amazon's orders start trickling in, you will see those. But in the meantime, just know that NYX Stay Matte but Not Flat powder is the ish. That is all I have to say about that. I'm keeping this on my face all day. After all, Lorraine, you did say I should be wearing my makeup every single day, right? So seeing that goodies came today, when goodies arrive, I will put a little, put a little makeup on my face. I normally say that I do plain face and you just see me with no makeup on. There will be those days. But just to show you the powder on my face. Honey, is this the one I'm wearing? No. Very confusing. Cinnamon Spice on my face. Yes, people. Yes, I'm just saying. Okay, so that is it. That is all. I'm not going to keep you for too long because the previous video of the goodies that arrived is going to be kind of lengthy. So I don't want to keep this one as long. So just know that I am quite satisfied with these powders. And they also remind me of the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten. The Balance and Brighten gives you a little glow as well. And this, I can assure you, not flat at all. And you know me, I hate matte anything. I hate matte lipsticks, even though I have a lot of purple lipsticks that are matte. I have some matte lipsticks, but that's not the first thing I go for. I don't go for a matte face at all because all of my foundations have to give me a dewy luminosity, all of them. And this may not give me a dewy luminosity, but it gives me something. And I don't have any blush or anything. I'm not wearing any mascara. I'm not wearing any eyeliner. I am just wearing my moisturizer and the powder on top. And this is giving me life. Love it. Okay, so I'm powdered up now. I think I'm done. I think I've released. I'm not in that powder phase anymore. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. So that is it. That is all. There is your review. There is my review of the NYX Stay Matte but Not Flat powder. This one in the shade of Cinnamon Spice. Okay, people. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Keep me in your prayers. I'm still looking for a job, people. I know I'm very happy, but I'm still looking for a job. That would make me happier. Okay? I love you. Mwah! Bye now.